Welcome to another video chock full of quarters.
Let's get collecting. Let's see what we got for quarters. Oh, look at that. Grab a handful of quarters and we're going to put it into the case. Hi, this is Tammy.
And Greg, and we are chock full of quarters.
As promised, we're going to go over our bills. Since I have no clue how to do the Excel on screen and record, I'm just going to have to list them on the screen.
Before we get started though, if you're new to the channel, welcome, and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the bell so you can be notified when our next video comes out.
Also watch for the code word and enter it into the comments so you can be entered into the Chock Full of Quarters contest. The can is almost full. We're going to fill it up here on our next collection, and then I'm going to give a couple days for everybody to get the code word, the last code word in, and then we're going to do then we'll do the drawing. So let's get started.
Well, hang on. Before we get started, I want to show you all something we found in our parking lot the other day. Now, we know cars break down all the time. So I would say for every 5 cars that break down in our lot, we get 1 call maybe. The rest just don't call. This vehicle has not been called and it's been there for 2 days. Now we have a rule: if the owner calls us, you know, we're understanding. We give them 3 or 4 days to make arrangements to either have it fixed or towed or whatever. If they don't call us, we give them 48 hours. And then we, you know, obviously have it towed off the lot because it's in the way.
And because we've had this policy, we've been like threatened with bodily harm because they were just like, "How dare you tow my vehicle?" And because they act like, "Well, why didn't you call me?" And I'm like, "Why didn't you call me and give me a phone number so I could call you?" But they don't, and they just get really upset. Somebody once said my policy was too strict. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah, let us know in the
Tell
comments.
us what you think. Do you think we're being too strict?
Yeah, it's 48 hours for somebody who doesn't call and let you know, "Hey, I broke down. It's going to take me a day or 2 to get it out of there." I mean, do you think it's too strict if they just leave it there? I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. Let's move on to money and let's go over the numbers. We'll do this since I promised this. So what we're going to go over is January, because I've paid all of January's bills. And we've seen the income for January, which was gross sales, was $6,814. So our water bill was $925. Our gas bill was $590. Electric was $417. Now, our electric and gas is a little low right now, and I'm a little surprised because it hasn't been that cold in this January. It's been cold, but not that cold. Usually I'm cranking out, you know, the gas. I'm turning on the gas heaters in January, but because we didn't have to.
This year we didn't have to turn them on.
We didn't have to even turn them on. So it's starting to get warmer already. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that it'll be nice. We'll have a little extra money this year. Rent, my rent is always, now it's $814. We have a storage unit we have a couple of washers that I would like to install. One is like a 40-pound washer I got?
Yeah, it's 40.
And I have a couple of, what's in there, top loaders?
A couple of top loaders.
So the storage unit costs us $67. We pay somebody to wash our windows because Greg and I tried.
We tried. We can do it, but it's a pain.
And it didn't look all that well. It really didn't.
And the professionals are truly professional. You can see a difference.
They are worth the $80. So we do that. We pay them $80 a month to come in, and they only wash once, and it really lasts.
Yeah.
We have to say, sometimes I think I could actually even go 2 months, but right now they're doing a good job, and I like the service. Our insurance, which covers the building, our liability, pretty much everything. Yeah, pretty much everything is $142 a month. We actually have a good price for our. I mean, we've been told that our insurance policy was a good price. I think we have $2 million in liability.
Yeah, we got a pretty high liability.
Pretty high liability.
In case somebody slips in the laundromat.
Right.
So.
And I had called the Coin Laundry Association once to get a quote from them, and they couldn't even come close. So they told us to keep our insurance. Because we are an LLC, the LLC does purchase our, just Greg and I's,
our health insurance.
Our health insurance.
So.
And that's $102 a month. Our phone is $45. Supplies. And we break it down. We buy supplies like every 3 months. I mean, it's paper towels, toilet paper, soap, cleaning supplies, and all of that. This does not include the boxes of soap that we purchase to sell. And I'm not including that into any of this because sometimes we sell through the soap really quick, and sometimes it just takes forever to sell. So for supplies, $40 a month. Taxes. I break down our business license and what is it?
The city we live in has like a business property tax kind of thing. We just call it a property tax.
Yeah.
It's a business tax that we pay.
And that breaks down to $60 a month. So our expenses are $32.80. Oh, hold on a second. I forgot something. I'm sorry. I almost forgot. My employees pay. So we have 2 employees that work for us every week, and then we have Corey who comes in and manages for us. And she didn't manage for us in the month of January. So this is just for my other 2, and it's $424. Now, before you're like, what? That's it? Here's how it works. The employee that cleans for us, they get paid per day, and I've broken it down. Some days he gets more money than others. And the reason I do that is because on Sundays it's a lot messier than it is on a Wednesday night. So they get about $91 a week. And this employee is really good, is a really good employee, and has been getting pay raises along the way because this person really does do a good job for us. Our other employee literally walks from his house around the corner, opens our laundromat, and they get paid $5 to open 2 minutes worth of work for $5. And he actually is quite happy with that arrangement. Mm-hmm. We are so thankful to have these 2 people working for us. They are just wonderful employees. So we give them, also at the end of the year, we give them bonuses. They get a business bonus, which, if we do well, we give them a bonus for that, and then we also give them a personal bonus, something from Greg and I, just because we're just happy that they're part, of our business. So that's what we do for them. Mm-hmm. They work hard for us. So, and whenever they need extra money or they want extra hours, they generally will ask, and we're happy to. If Greg wants to be able to sleep in an extra day a week, then we'll let him know. Yeah, why don't you open it for us, and make him a little extra money.
Yeah.
I think that's it for money. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. So our expenses are $37.06. You subtract that from our gross sales, which is $68.14. You get $31.08, which is 40, and our profits are 45% of gross sales. Yeah. Which we're happy with. We are extremely happy with that. Would we like more? Yes, and we're going to get more because we're working on things. Mm-hmm. So we're pretty happy with that.
Yeah, okay. So the code word. I know you all have been waiting. The code word for this week is going to be a little different. This is Tammy's birthday week. So the code is Happy Birthday, Tammy. Mm-hmm. And here's a little song that came out the year Tammy was born.
Wait, I am not that old.
Well, I mean, this song came out when, Little House on the Prairie was actually taking place, and Bonanza was actually taking place, and things like that.
Oh my God, I'm not that old. Oh my God, shut up. Well, thank you. So I guess the code word is Happy Birthday, Tammy.
Happy Birthday, Tammy. So if you want to be entered, Happy Birthday, Tammy. Some questions.
We still have some more questions.
Okay. RAM 14250. Why don't you install another change machine? Well, I don't mind getting up on the days I have to come and open, and just putting the quarters in the change machine real quick. since I don't have to actually collect anymore, we're just doing it. What I bring home, we just keep the quarters at home, and I bring them with me, and midweek throw them in the change machine. It's simple. It doesn't, it doesn't cost anything. That's not ruling out putting in another change machine, but for now, that works for us.
Well, it's going to also, here in a minute, because the next question
Yeah,
is actually going to kind of dictate
Yeah.
to us if we actually put in another change machine.
Yes.
So Pat S. asked, when we retool, will we be putting credit card readers on our machines? And the answer is yes and no. We are actually we've looked at credit card readers for all of the machines, and it's a really expensive venture. But we did find a company called ClearToken. And how it works is that a customer can use their phone, they use this app, and they pay through the app to start the washer or dryer. And it's done through Bluetooth. And the great part about ClearToken was we discovered,
really cool.
This is the best part. They can actually walk up to the change machine and type in how many quarters they want.
Yeah.
And the change machine will give it to them. They'll pay for it on the app, and it'll spit out the quarters for them. Because some people, and also the other great thing about this was that it's dual use. You can still load the machine with quarters, or you can use ClearToken. So our little old ladies who just want to come in and use our top loaders, because this is what they know, this is their routine, and most of them are not carrying smartphones. They can still go to the change machine, put $1, $2, $3 in, and get quarters. Mm-hmm. Or the person who wants to start the machine with their ClearToken app can do it. So we are seriously looking into ClearToken for when we retool.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Next question.
B. Smith. Greg needs a paper money counter.
Agreed.
I mean, do you guys want to see that? Is that something you guys would be interested in? When we get our paper money, we don't mind sneaking
I don't
there.
mind counting
Yeah.
it. It's,
It is what,
that big pile of money. Who doesn't love a big pile of money in front of them?
So, But now I know that over, Investment Joy's channel, he's got the paper counter and he uses it, and it looks like fun. I like the sound.
Yeah,
I really
it's fun.
do.
I wouldn't.
And it would.
I think it'd be a lot of
Ours
fun.
would be most definitely better because we have more paper money.
Yeah.
So let us know what you think, because if enough of you want it, we'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do it. I don't know what our videos will look like after using the paper counter.
Yeah. We're really going to slow it down then.
Yeah. Let's see. Claudia Coster, Greg rolls by hand. Yeah, she want to know if Greg rolled it by hand. Yeah, he rolls the quarters by hand.
When we have an excess of quarters, I do. We used to, anything over the 1,200, every week I would take to the bank. I would roll by hand and take to the bank.
Yes, but tell what you used to do.
Well, the coin counting machine that you see us using in the video used to have this little funnel attachment that would stick on the bottom, and you could set it for the 40 quarters that a quarter roller would hold. And you dump the quarters in, and you just stick it's called a little shotgun quarter roller because it looks like a shotgun shell. You stick that in the bottom, you hit the button, and it shoots 40 quarters in there. And you just load each one, and you do that. It's really quick.
It was fast.
It was pretty fast.
It was.
But that little thing broke. It was made of plastic, and after a year of use,
well, we also were
broke it.
we were also
So-
having to drag the machine home.
yeah, we were having to.
Yeah.
We only had the one machine, so it was going back and forth every week, and that kind of got.
That got old.
That's what. Well, it got old. That's partially why it's banged up like it is.
Yeah. Because it was one time, what was it? One time it was on your seat, you stopped
Yeah,
short, it
stopped
rolled
short, it
off,
flies off.
went out into the floor.
So that's part of why it's into the shape it's in. It still works, but so now when I have to roll them, I just use one of those little red funnel things where you put the quarters in manually, and there's a little line that tells you where they're at, and it's simple.
It was pretty cool. We liked it. God, that's been broken. I haven't thought about that in so long.
Yeah.
It's been years. Okay, a couple of shout outs. Mike Thorne, I may be taking you up on your offer. We found that the plastic coin chute was broken, looked like it just got split in half. Still not sure on the bill acceptor because I don't know what it is I'm looking at. So I may be contacting you. Crestwood Rocks, thanks for that. We do have new cameras coming, so we can have some. We are really hoping to get. We're just looking at one other company. We really want to get some 4K cameras because we think we can probably capture a whole heck of a lot more than what we're getting right now. so that we can have video to show you of some of the idiots that come in. Matt Carter, thanks for being a subscriber and watching, and TC99, thank you for subscribing and watching. I do want to have an apology to make. After watching the video from last week, I know I must look like a dog who just saw a squirrel, because I definitely couldn't stay on point. I don't even think I finished a coherent sentence. And I'm sorry for that. I mean, I was talking about the parts that we bought. Yes, we bought all of these parts from his company. There was a few things that we didn't buy, and it was a lot of bigger things and actually would go with a dry cleaner and not a laundromat. But when we purchased all the parts, we took out what we could use. Every part that I could use at my laundromat, we pulled from the inventory, and we kept that. And so it was just, I'm sorry that I think I was still a little kind of wound up about the vending machine, and it's, and we have built our laundromat like a tank. We really have, because we know what happens when you don't. They do break things. And I think what's hard for me is that I just want to have something nice for the neighborhood. I truly believe in, loving your neighborhood. We don't live in that neighborhood, but I still appreciate everybody that lives in that neighborhood, and I would like to be able to have a nice laundromat for them. And then when that 1% comes in and breaks it hurts. But yes, this is an investment, and I probably shouldn't get emotional about our investment, but I do. Because when I nurture that laundromat and I take care of it, we do well. And when I don't, and when I get angry like this, and I give up a little bit, it doesn't do well. So, I just want to, I know I looked a little crazy. But
No, you didn't.
I felt a little crazy. So, coming up, so we have one more day until collection day. And right now, our numbers are...
We're on track to probably have easily the best week of the year.
Yeah, an epic week. Bigger than last week.
Yeah, way bigger. And maybe the best, a really, really good week. Maybe not the best week ever, but it's going to be a
good collection.
A good collection.
It's going to be a good collection.
Good week.
Yeah.
So.
I'm trying to think. Oh, also, I wanted to touch back on one thing. Back to our water bill. So, just in case you don't know, in case you're thinking about buying a laundromat, if you maybe have a laundromat, you don't know about this. If you don't know, there's a thing called evaporation. And if you go to your water company, the Coin Laundry Association has a really good, on their website, and I can't remember if you have to be a member or not, but basically kind of like a plan, so you can go to your water company and explain evaporation to them so you can get a discount. We actually get a 5% discount on our sewer going out because of evaporation. So if you have 40 pounds of clothes that are going into a washer, when they come out, they are going to weigh more than 40 pounds. Then you have to pay to dry them and get that water to evaporate. So it's called evaporation, and you can get a discount on that to save a little bit of money on your water bill, and that's what we do. And it's a yearly thing. I have to go back every year and ask for it, and they give it to me. Also, I read an article once about a family. They had like 10 kids, or there was 10 people or 12 people living in the house. They went to the water company and said, we're doing this much laundry, we're buying this much water from you, this much is going back out for sewer, and we would like a discount, and they got it. So if you've got a big family, it might be something to think about. So I did want to touch on that, and I think we covered everything.
Yeah.
I hope it wasn't that long-winded. I'm not sure where we're at, but I'm hoping it's I'm hoping it's under a half hour. I'm not sure yet. So, again, if you want to enter in the contest, make sure you take that code word, write it into the comment section to be entered. And
if you're new, don't forget, subscribe and hit that like button. It really helps us.
And the bell. You want to hit that bell to be notified of every time a new video comes out. And, that was the other thing. Our bonus video. I'm sorry. I'm really running behind. I'm getting I got a pile of stuff in front of me to do with our other business. I'm hoping to have that video out for you this weekend, and it's a really good video, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
It really came out good. I was happy with it. So I just got to do some finishing touches, and then it will be out. So I think that's it. So
we'll see you guys next week.
Have
All
a
right?
good week.
Bye.
Bye-bye.